Welcome back here in the postgame. Jeff Blankman talking right now with Ashley Sibenaller for the Kuemper Knights, and one of those defensive specialists. And Ashley, a great match here tonight. I know you guys fall a little bit short, losing 3-0 here tonight to fifth-ranked Red Oak, but I thought you girls played really hard tonight. Minus maybe the late part of that first game when you fell 25-18, you were really kind of right with them the whole way. What did you feel about the match tonight?
I think the first match we didn't do much wrong. We had our moments and we lost some. Saying the momentum, that's a big thing. We have a really big point, get the 3-4 lead, and then lose it a little bit, and we shift a little bit, and we got to keep the ball.
I knew serve was going to be big tonight. How did you feel like the serve? Was that kind of the difference? It seemed at times like whoever controlled the serve kind of controlled the game. Talk about playing the back row here tonight. You knew Red Oak was going to be big. You knew they were going to hit hard. What did you see from them? How did you feel like you and the back row played tonight against their hitters?
I think it was one of the best things we did tonight. We had 5, 7, and 9. I think the big thing was blocking. And sometimes I block from the greatest, so we just had to follow it and play non-shitty, non-Jared.
Let's jump back to game number 1. You guys up 14-9. They called a timeout, and then they kind of went on a tear after that. What changed at that point?
We don't really know what changed. I guess when we take our timeout, we always say keep the momentum going. We always try to stay up, but I guess the timeout just always brings some sort of already gain from it. I guess everyone just learned from it, and we just have to keep it.
Game 2 and game 3 fairly similar. Red Oak jumps out to the early lead. You guys kind of hang right in there, about 3 to 5 points behind, make a run late, and just fall a little bit short. What did you need to do maybe in those second and third games to be able to catch them and pull that victory out?
We always have to start off strong. I know that's something we want to say in practice. We always have to start out strong, keep our momentum going. When we get a 3-4 point lead, we can't just let it go, which is what we normally do. So we just have to keep going and go strong. Keep going strong.
What do you take out of this match tonight, Ash? I know it's a loss, but it's got to be a building block because you played well against one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, definitely keeping momentum going. That's one thing. Our word is like momentum this year. That's what we always start
I've noticed that.
Yeah. We always start off strong and lose it, so that's a big thing, as well as covering tips. I know that they took a lot on us, so we were always moving and jumping, and we just need to stay calm and keep going.
Well, I tell you what, Ash, you play like this, you guys are going to win a lot of matches this year. So keep up the good work, and thanks for joining us here in the postgame.
Thank you.
Ashley Sibenaller with the Kuemper Knights. We'll get Elise and Berg on the headphones as she'll slide in here. And Elise now joining us here. Elise, again, as I was talking with Ashley, they're a tough loss tonight, but I thought you girls played well. What did you think of the performance here tonight?
I think we played well. We definitely had our ups and downs, and when we were down, it was definitely more because of our own mental mistakes or just little like serving receive mistakes here and there. It wasn't necessarily all to their strengths. So I think that's something good that we can work on in practice and improve on in our game. And this game helped us definitely get better.
What did you think of their serve tonight, and how did you feel like you handled their serve receive kind of overall throughout the match?
We handled it decent at best, I think. We had certain rotations where it was definitely good, but other rotations where I know like their number 8 would just go on a huge run, and I think she served the rest of like the second or first game after we were tied with them. And I think we get in a little rut and we think, oh no, like this is the end of it, but we can't do that. We just have to stay up and stay positive and think that our next pass is going to be the pass that we set and get a kill off of.
What do you think you could have done differently in that second game? You tied it twice there late, but just couldn't get over the hump and pick up the win. Maybe put some pressure on them by grabbing that lead late.
Yeah, I think we get a little too panicky. We need to slow down and just focus on our passes and our set and our kill. And when we get too rushed, everyone just kind of gets tense and panicked, and I think that doesn't help us at all. So we definitely just need to relax.
I know it's right after the match, but I get the sense here tonight, Elise, that you girls not happy coming down here and just pushing the number 5 team in all 3 games and staying close and showing that you can play with one of the best teams. You really wanted and expected to get the win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we always expect to win. I mean, that's just an expectation from volleyball. You don't go somewhere and you think, oh, like maybe we can. We have to go out there and say we're going to win, have that confidence, just go out there and own the court. That's what we try to do.
Talk about your serving tonight. You had a nice little service run there a couple of different times. How did you feel like you served it?
I feel like I served it pretty well. I was hitting most of the spots that coach was pointing out to me, but you can always get better, and tomorrow's a new day. So I think tomorrow we'll have a good practice, and we'll work on the things we need to work on, and we'll get better.
Well, Elise, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Best of luck coming up the rest of the way. Great job tonight.
Thank you very much.
Elise Berg again with the Kuemper Knights. We'll get head coach Keith Stickrod on the headphones here tonight. And so we'll get coach to slide over. He's kind of peeking at the notes there. You can see on the video here as he slides down in. And coach, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. A good performance, but a tough loss here tonight, falling 3-0 to Red Oak. Coach, before the match, you told me that the block was going to be key tonight. At times, the block worked really well. At other times, Red Oak was just able to tip around it sometimes as much as hit around it.
Yeah, I'd say that, the end of this first game, started tipping on us. Yeah, and we had a nice block the first part of the match, and our first part of that set, and then the tipping started. And that's where we just got to learn from this. This game we're going to learn from, and we got some people new back row there. We just got to realize that when the players tipping what they're doing, and I don't think Red Oak really hit their tips. We just didn't read them right, and that's what we're going to learn from. And that's something we can definitely take away from this game and say, hey, read those tips. Read those tips.
Coach, did you feel like you guys were able to adjust? It looked like early on they were serving long, and you guys were playing kind of short, and then once they pushed you back, it looked like they kind of started doing a little bit more short serving tonight. How did you feel like the back row and the team kind of adapted to that?
Yeah, I would say that's a definite strength of Red Oak. They're serving, they mix it around quite a bit. Most teams don't do that. One server usually has their favorite serve, they serve that. And they did a good job of mixing it up from short to long, to left to right. It had us really thinking a lot. And that's why I told the girls out there, we really got to learn from this too, is call it right away. And I didn't hear that a lot tonight. You just got to go mind and commit to the ball. And that's something to learn from. This game is going to be a learning one.
Coach, up 14-9 in that first game, and then I think they won it 25-18. So they went on like a 16-4 run the rest of the way. What happened there? Because the rest of the night you played right with them. Besides maybe that little stretch there in game one.
Yeah, I'd say, like I said, they had those runs. That's what they did with game one. It started game one. They had a nice run there. They started their serving. We struggled at serving, and that's you have to read that serve. Like I said, they mixed it up very well, like I said earlier. And that's what we got to realize. We got to be ready. I think we were too stationary at times, and that's what we just got to do.
Looked like you were trying to maybe get those sets a little further off the net tonight, give your players a little bit of a chance to do something against that block.
No, I think that's our passing end of doing. We didn't try to change anything there. We just really struggled at times to serve receive. Then we did very good serve receive. But that's what I think definitely advanced Red Oak tonight. I'd say their serving was mixed up quite a bit and caused us some havoc.
Coach, did you feel like when you got the opportunities that the hitters hit well?
Yeah, there was definitely moments, and there's definitely moments you want to take away. We can hit the ball hard, but when we get blocked, we get a little frustrated sometimes. So we just got to go at it. We're going to block them, they're going to block us, and as hitters, you just got to accept it and go. Power, power, power. And that's what we're learning. I'm proud of what we did tonight at times. So we didn't fall here. We kept up. We had a loss. Spreads, big spreads, and we got back and made it a competitive game, and that's what it's about. Is what can we take away from this is learn.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us. You and I will talk a lot more about this one coming up Saturday morning, and also we'll talk about that matchup Tuesday night at Dennis and Schleswig.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming on.
You had head coach Keith Stickrod again with the Kuemper Knights. The Knights fall here tonight at 2 Red Oak. By a final score 25-18, 25-22, and 25-21. For my broadcast partner, Jeff Honnold, for Christine Campisi back in the studio, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you very much for listening to high school volleyball coverage right here on 1380 KCIM. Have a great night, everybody.